Alright guys, today we are headed out here on Revontuli Coast once again to continue a search for the multiple rare animals we are yet to find on this reserve, like for example the white mountain hare or the hybrid hazel grouse. So on this occasion we'll be visiting some multiplayer servers to, apart from having a certain chance to come across some of the rares we need, also have a good shot at finding some monsters like this potential level 3 willow ptarmigan, max estimate. You know, the last time we visited this map I found something like 4 max estimates of this species, and unfortunately all of them were quite small to be max estimates. So I certainly hope this one is big enough and we end up getting our first diamond willow ptarmigan after several months since the last one. You know, it could be a big level 3 or a huge level 2 with the potential to be a diamond because this species, oh warnicle. Well, that was unexpected, but apparently the flock is way closer than I thought. What are you doing here? Too late. Now the question is, was this female also part of the same flock? Because apparently the max estimate is not here anymore. No signs of it apart from the tracks. So maybe this female was independent from the flock, or it simply took way more time to take off for some reason. Okay, Flink, that's a male. I assume it is the one we're chasing. Level 2, top estimate of 745. I hope it is not the max estimate, but I think it is. You know, the diamond score is 772, so this one doesn't have any chance to be diamond. I mean, at this point, knowing exactly how big it is, I'm not even sure if I wanna do the effort to chase him, because there is nothing special. And I'm honestly not sure if we hit him. I hope we did. Otherwise we'll have to track it, and of course we don't wanna spend too much time tracking just a gold. Luckily we hit him, at least one time. There's the bird. We know it is nothing special, but I'm really glad we didn't have to chase him for any longer for the exact same reason. 720.45. Really? The weight is exactly at the bottom of the max estimate weight range. It is tiny. And certainly disappointing considering that we had to chase him for more than 1 kilometer. Alright, look at this. This right here is a track of a potential level 3 mountain hare. You know, the mountain hare is arguably one of the rarest diamonds on this reserve, as well as one of the rarest diamonds on the entire game. I frankly don't expect this track to lead us to a diamond considering how rare they are, but I certainly wouldn't rule out that possibility. Oh, is that her? No, that's a male. Now, talking about the locations where it is possible to find this species, you know, the mountain hare is actually present across the entire map. Like all around this area, all around the map, except on this island. So we can say that there's not a single great location, not a single consistent spot where you're gonna find more mountain hares than on the other locations, because they are pretty much evenly distributed across the entire reserve. So when it comes to finding diamonds of this species, the only thing you can do is to pay attention to all the tracks you find and see if you can find any max estimates like this one, which have a weight of 5 to 6 kilograms. Also make sure to use a proper weapon like a 22 rifle or a shotgun with pair shot. Well, in this case it really depends on you. If you wanna have a bit more range, go for a rifle, or if you wanna have a bit more versatility, go for a shotgun. Okay, there's a female right there, which I assume is the max estimate. So is it a level 3 or a big level 2? Well, actually I'm not gonna spot it, I'm gonna wait until we claim it to see how big it is. It will be a surprise. A little surprise, maybe diamond. Now I'ma send the dog to retrieve it. And in a few seconds we'll see if this hare is big enough to be diamond. We don't know what it is, we only know that there is a max estimate that has a chance to be a level 3 and a diamond. Hopefully it is. It would be a massive surprise. 4.98 and a weight of 5.01 kilograms. It is literally barely a max estimate. Again, another max estimate that is barely a max estimate. Well, at least we didn't have to chase this one, it was literally right next to us. I think that's a white. I'm 90% sure that's a white willow ptarmigan, a rare willow ptarmigan. Like I said for a second, and I'm almost convinced that is the first trophy of the hunt. You know, we need to take a closer look at it or check one of the tracks to confirm it, but I would be really surprised if it's not a white. Oh, there she comes! Finally! I was really struggling to find the next tracks because for some reason they disappeared. Like at some point they completely stopped leaving any kind of trail and I was really struggling to figure out their position until I heard them. I mean, at some point I heard them flying like 30 meters away from my position, but I couldn't get a spot on the white until now. And here we have it. I think this is our second ever white willow ptarmigan, if not our third. Although this one has a chance to be gold, it would be amazing if it is a gold. In fact, with a top estimate of 717, I think it is pretty much a guaranteed gold, almost. And she's in fact a gold, 702.69, a beautiful white willow ptarmigan. This rare is not as rare as the red plumage variation, which is also a rare for this species and would be like the equivalent of an albino or a melanistic. This one would be like a piebald, so nowhere near to be as rare, but it's also beautiful. Alright guys, now we're on a different session and this time I stumbled across a track of a potential level 9 brown bear, maybe diamond. At the moment we're at the brown bear rest time, so if we're careful we may be able to spot him while he's baited on his rest zone and we may have a chance to get him using the new takedown recurve bow. Oh. There's a bear right there, it's a female. And it's on a rest zone. So I really wonder if it is with the male we're chasing, because we know that on this game brown bears normally travel in pairs and I wouldn't be surprised if this female is the couple of the max estimate. We'll see. I'ma get close and we'll see if we manage to spot the big one there. Well, as you can see, the tracks of this female are very close to the tracks of the max estimates, so I think it's very likely that the big one is also buried on that area. And I think the best we can do here is to place the electronic collar and activate the brown bear call to see if this big bear shows up. Okay, the female we saw is there. So that means that this bear on the right is probably the big one. How big is it? You know, I still haven't spotted it, so I don't know if it is a level 8 or a level 9. Well, actually it could also be a level 7. Although I certainly hope it is a legendary. Let's see how big it is. Level 8. I was hoping he would be a level 9, but anyway, we're gonna take the shot. Let's see. And that should be viral. Yeah, it was definitely viral. How big is this brown bear? 27.25, it is massive. Not too far from the diamond score, which is 27.7. As you can see, we hit a double long plus deliver at 44 meters after a chase of nearly 1 kilometer. Not too bad. Is that what I think it is? Look, I'm not sure. But that raccoon dog sort of looks like a piebald. I mean, I've never seen a piebald personally, but that raccoon dog definitely looks different than any of the common variations. Man, it would be fantastic if it is a piebald. We still haven't gotten one. It would be our first piebald raccoon dog ever. And let me tell you, they are very rare. As far as I'm concerned, almost as rare as the albinos. No way. I'm a dropper using the 243 Ranger. And that's it, just like that. Yeah, it is definitely piebald, and luckily it is one of the most noticeable piebald patterns because there are multiple patterns for this piebald variation and some of them are definitely not as noticeable as this one. Absolutely beautiful, a level 2 piebald raccoon dog. And that is another trophy of the list because, as I said, we didn't have one of these until now.